All right, what is up, Finesse family? Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. If you did not know, they're going to be saying the verdict for the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case. So I am going to be here with you guys, streaming this as they are doing the verdict. So we're going to hear now. This is Law and Crime TV, and then we'll come in and just kind of talk about what's going on. But the verdict's supposed to be today at 3. All right. So you guys have any questions? Let me know.
And Jeannie, let me ask you one other question before we take a look back at the trial. This is from the United Arab Emirates. Again, our viewers are everywhere waiting for that verdict here at the Law and Crime Network at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time right here. We will stream it to you live when it happens. But the question is from the United Arab Emirates. It's A.A. from YouTube. We don't use the jury system here. So what are the criteria of selecting the panel of the jury?
So what happens is there'll be, you actually get a letter in the mail. I've never gotten one, but you get a letter in the mail telling you to appear for jury duty. And what happens is you'll go on to different selections, and then the attorneys will conduct voir dire, which is where they're going to ask you questions, and sometimes you actually get questionnaires. And so what they're going to do is flush out anybody who may have a bias, or anyone who can't, who's got an opinion, who knows about the case ahead of time, or who can't listen to the evidence and determine it from the evidence, so that they can't have any preconceived notion. And so what happens is, depending on the jurisdiction, so here we're in Fairfax County, Virginia, it's 7 people. They see 7 people and 2 alternates, just in case something happens, so we're not starting over this 6-week trial all over again. And that's basically how you get on jury duty.
And that's a good reason not to get out of jury duty either, because you get to do your public service and see all kinds of cases. Well, while we wait for that verdict that's going to occur right here at the Law and Crime Network at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, all right, let's take a little look back, memory lane of the trial. And this is Camille Vasquez. She's become sort of a superstar after her cross-examination of Amber Heard in this trial and her direct examination of Johnny Depp. She, in opening statements, promised the jury that they would get to know Johnny Depp through this trial. Let's see what she told them way back when.
Over the course of this trial, you're going to have an opportunity to get to know Johnny Depp. Not the characters he's portrayed, but the man himself. You will hear from Mr. Depp directly.
Guys, let me know if you can hear me. Put one in the chat. Hey guys, kicking it with Harold and friends. He says hello. Hey, before the billions, hopefully you're having a great day. Hey, just to splash, hopefully you're having a blessed day, guys. We're hold on, let me there. We're sitting here waiting for this stream for the verdict. It's supposed to be at 3 o'clock. Put one in the chat. I want to know if you guys can hear me. We're just going to kind of preview if you guys had any questions. I did cover this, I believe, last Friday, breaking down the case, the objections. If you don't know, I do have a background in criminal justice and psychology too. So we're going to kind of look at those aspects. So you guys just kind of chime in, be here. Yeah, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Come on in, guys. Hey, Finesse family. What's up? What's up? Kicking it with Harold and friends. Hey, hopefully you're having a great day. I got my little bro, BTB, in the building. Glad you guys are here with me. Yeah, we're breaking this down, guys. We're going to break this down today. Just to splash. She's saying hit the like button. Good. You guys can hear me. Cool. So I'm going to let this play so you guys can get a background if you don't know. And we're going to, the verdict is supposed to be at 3. So it looks like we have about 20 more minutes. But just support, and here we go, guys. Make sure you guys share too. Share, because we're going to talk about this as it's happening. Here we go. Also, hit the like button. Hit the like button on the way in, guys. And shout out to the Finesse family. Thank you guys for all joining the Finesse family channel membership. Shout out to you. Good grief. That's Johnny, right?
Nothing happened this morning, you know that?
Got his pirate glasses on.
Were you in here?
No.
So then nothing happened to you this morning?
Yeah, you're right. I just woke up and you were so sweet and nice. We're not
guys,
even fighting
he's in the
All I
house,
did was say
guys.
sorry.
Why
Did
does he have
something happen
Johnny got
You?
Johnny is always.
I don't think so.
He's always in character, guys. He got his glasses on while they fighting. Ain't that crazy?
No, that's the thing.
You want to see crazy? I'll give you
Oh Jesus!
That's crazy.
Johnny said, "I'm not happy."
Oh, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Have you drunk this whole thing this morning?
Oh, you got this going? You got this going?
Just started it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Really?
I think it's trusting, guys. I'm not sure.
See that?
No, didn't it? You were smashing.
Okay,
says,
so
"Leave
did we
me
get to know
alone."
Johnny Depp? Did the jury get to know Johnny Depp? Well,
Listen, Johnny said, "Leave me alone." Let me see, you guys. Johnny said, "Stop, leave me alone." Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I adore that name. Just a Splash is kicking it with Harold and friends. I adore your name. Nice to meet you. Yeah, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Once again, I covered this case Friday. With the push of my daughter, she said, "Mom, cover the case, cover the case." And I said, "I'll cover it when they actually get to closing arguments." We talked about it Friday. We broke it down. So today, if you did not know, guys, they're supposed to have a verdict today. So we're going to kind of talk about it as it's happening. Break it down. Oh, sorry. Let me undo that. I'll just
we'll see in the answer.
And it's supposed to be at 3. So come on in, guys. Let's talk about it together. Let's talk about what's happened before. If you did not know why this case is so important to a lot of people and imperative, it's the first time on a big scale that the Me Too parameters are flipped, which means instead of a woman suing a man for this is a man suing a woman. Johnny Depp is suing her for $50 million for defamation because of an op-ed she did in 2018. She did not mention his name allegedly in the op-ed, but everybody knew it was him. She talked about being a survivor of abuse allegedly, and then Amber Heard is suing for $100 million, right? Hey, David, hopefully you're having a great day. Once again, David Hunt is a channel member of the Finesse family supporting. I appreciate you, David. Thank you for supporting. If you do not know, guys, you can join the channel and it helps support the channel equipment and everything we need to keep the channel going. Everything we get for the channel goes back into the channel. So shout out to David Hunt. Guys, check him out. I believe he's still on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6 in the morning, 6 a.m. If you want to hear some great piano music, you can request songs. It is so awesome, guys. Go check David out. He plays the piano and it's so awesome. David says this is interesting as heck. Yeah, David, we at the final end of it. I'm glad this is almost over because it was so much before, but I said, with my background in criminal justice, I don't want to just be restreaming it every day they talk about it. I'd rather talk about it on the final closing arguments and the verdict day. So that's what we're doing today, Finesse family. Jump in, get you some popcorn, get you some juice. You got questions, ask. But we're going to talk about it. Let's see who else is here. Right, exactly. Hey, Princessa, another channel member. Shout out to Princessa, guys. Thank you, Princessa, for supporting the channel and everything you do. Your words of encouragement. Another channel member. Guys, consider joining the channel. We have fun here. Just a Splash says the sarcasm is priceless. David Hunt says, I think that Mr. Depp will get the verdict in his favor. Me too, David. I think so too. I think he's going to get the money because they're going to set a precedent here. I think he's going to get the money. What's up, Wally? Hopefully you're having a great day. We got Wally in the building, always supporting. Thank you for being here, Wally. Let's let a little bit play. Let's see. David says if your like button is transparent, please click it, make it solid. Thanks. Yes, thank you guys. Click the like button while we're coming in, guys. Click the like button. I'm doing a pop-up stream right now because I got word that the verdict was coming in, so I definitely want to stream with you guys and so we can see this together. So let's see what they're talking about here as far as them breaking down what happened with the case.
Trials is so that that people can get to the truth and justice can be served. We don't need that kind of nonsense.
We're gonna know.
But let's talk about this, Nima, because it is a question that perhaps maybe people are concerned about.
Yeah. Can there be backlash? Yes, of course. But at the end of the day, this is a very unique trial. It's out in the public. There's a lot of pressure. It's not the best case for Amber Heard's team. Nonetheless, they're doing their best. It's easy for us all to criticize when we're on the outside, not in. But I think they're doing great. I think at the end, they're all going to walk away unscathed, and I think their careers will benefit from this for sure.
And we have a lot of questions, Janine, but I want to go to one that actually relates to the...
Okay, so let me answer questions. Wally had asked me who won. Wally, we don't know yet who won. They're supposed to do the verdict at 3 p.m. So I came in right before it so we could talk, catch you guys up if you had questions. But we are waiting, Wally, right now to see what the verdict is. It's supposed to be at 3 p.m. Actually, apparently, Wally, they already deliberated, so they know the verdict, but they know Amber Heard. They have to get Amber Heard time, apparently, to come back to the courthouse. So that is why. Can you guys hear me? Put one in the chat if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Yes or no? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Okay, thank you. Okay, so once again, Wally. Let me let that play so you guys can hear it. Hold on. We'll come back. Yes, wheels. Come on. Uh-oh.
The abuser, and these were his reactions to the abuse he suffered at her hands.
And Nima, let me follow up with that. An additional question, the ones you've answered, from Asif Cameron on YouTube. What will happen if Amber Heard or Johnny Depp, depending on who wins, if they win a monetary judgment, fail to pay any defamation monies and other damages awarded? It assumes, number one, that there's going to be an award and somebody will win. But let's assume that for the moment. What will happen if they fail to pay?
I think there could be court sanctions. It depends on what the attorneys want to do. Johnny Depp has said from day one, it's not really about the money for me. I think what he was looking for was court of public opinion, and he won that. I don't think he's going to try to risk that with maybe being paid.
Yeah, what do you guys think about that? I knew from day one this case had nothing to do with the money part. I think when you're looking at it and you're talking about the defamation part, we got to go back, guys. And really and truly, when this op-ed came out in 2018, if you don't know the backstory, I think Johnny Depp was coming into negotiations with his next Pirate of the Caribbean movie. If you guys didn't know, Johnny Depp is huge. He's been on Pirates of the Caribbean, I believe Alice in Wonderland, Willy Wonka. He does all kind of big blockbuster movies. And right around this time was that Me Too movement, right? With women being abused and all these kind of things, and women were coming out. So at that time, the court of public opinion was the big issue, right? And so even if he didn't do it, her alleging in the article with the assumption that he did it, he is saying that he lost a lot of job opportunities, a lot. And if you think about it, how many movies has Johnny Depp really been in since 2018? You can't really come to the concept that he's been in a lot of movies. So this is what he's saying. So I think that's kind of where that number 50 million comes from. It is kind of projecting that's maybe what he would have amassed in that time of the jobs he would have gotten. But since it's the defaming of his character, and you guys know most of these studios, they go on the assumption of public opinion. So if we are assuming that he did that, they don't want to be part of that stuff. So, they will, quietly and slightly just kind of, not give him the deal, and or say, you know what, we'll go with a different person. Things of that nature, right? So that's kind of where that number's coming from, because I know some of you think it's extreme. So let's get back to what they're saying.
Even there. Now, you'll see a video from them of the Bahamas, the place that they stayed in on his island. And the video just conveniently leaves out the wardrobe in the bathroom where he committed the assault. It just goes around and makes it look like it's a one room, and we're there, and there's no way they could have done that. But you'll hear the testimony and you'll see the pictures.
Okay, trip down memory lane. But let me tell you what's not down memory lane. That is the activity outside the courthouse. You see it happening right there. Our own reporters, Anjanette Levy and Stacey Delicat, who were here this morning, been at the courthouse all day. They will be in the courtroom when that verdict is read. We will be streaming it to you live. And if anything happens outside that courthouse or inside that courthouse, we will tell you about it, because you'll be here watching the long
Ay, Dios míos. Thank you, Wally. I didn't even look up. I was so engaged in what I was saying. Okay, sorry. What did I last say? Thank you, Wally. Appreciate that. Gracias. Okay, so basically what I said is, one, I want to know, put it in the chat, Amber or Johnny. Which one do you guys think is going to actually win this case? Number one. Number two, I was explaining for you guys that did not understand what the importance of this case is and why is it so splashed over the news. Okay, so the importance of this case is, once again, the precedent set that this is a man suing a woman. This all kind of blew up around that Me Too movement in 2018. Amber Heard wrote an op-ed, and I believe in the Washington Post, and she talked about being a survivor of abuse, right? She did not say his name in the op-ed, allegedly, but it was assumed, obviously, that it was Johnny Depp she was talking about. And with that, Johnny Depp has alleged that in that process, he lost a lot of money in deals, right? Also, guys, this came to the point where Johnny said that he's so fed up with Pirates of the Caribbean, because I believe they were the first ones to say, like, we don't know if we want you back or we don't want you back. It was something in the middle where he said, I'm not doing another movie. So if you want Johnny Depp to be in Pirates of the Caribbean, you're never going to see him. He said, I'm done with them. If they believe I did it, I don't want anything to do with them. So he's not going to do, allegedly, he said he's not doing any more Pirates of the Caribbean because he's sick of how they treated him with this case. Also, he's suing her for the $50 million because he's basically saying that's about the money he lost in defaming his character with other big multimedia studios and things of that nature. Because you guys know, if they hear one thing, even if it's a court of public opinion and not proven in a court of law, they just they start just excommunicating actors and actresses and things of that nature. You guys know how they do. So he's saying that he's lost all this money, and so he's suing for $50 million. Amber Heard is counter suing for $100 million, also in the case. So that is the catch up of it. Thank you, guys. thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, Wally. Wally, you always like. I appreciate you, Wally, because you're on that. And actually, let me look at the chat on here on my other device. That's easier instead of me looking up here. Hey, Gail. Hopefully you're having a great day. Shout out to Gail. Appreciate you, Gail. Hey, Ms. B. Hey, chat. Appreciate you, Gail. Hopefully you're having a great day. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Guys, hit that like button on the way in. Once again, if you're just getting here, we know that verdict is supposed to be coming at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, right? So once again, I told my daughter, she's been pushing me about covering this case. And I was like, I don't feel like talking about it. With my criminal justice background, I was like, I'd rather wait to closing arguments and the verdict. So I talked about this on Friday. And then today, the verdict's supposed to be at 3 o'clock. So looks like we're coming into that verdict soon. We got some crime stuff going on in the background. She's a trial attorney, and she's kind of breaking down the case. So yeah. We're doing this together, Finesse fam. If you did not know, my background is psychology and criminal justice. So these things are interesting to me. So you're going to see more of that, in the streams when we talk about things and we're analyzing mindsets, why people do what they do. And then also we can look at that justice and the crime part of why people do what they do, and then that mindset. It's very intriguing, guys. Let's see what this lady is saying.
Fairfax County, he should have been in court today to hear the verdict.
Wow. Even though the jury is not supposed to be watching, but we all know that, but we all think that maybe juries, not this one, because this one is very ethical, but some juries may watch. Nima Haddadi, let me just go back to you. This is a first-time chat. Thank you from Twitch, first-time chatter.
Guys, if you're in here, hit the like button. Let's go get those likes up.
We telecast that verdict live from inside that courtroom at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. But the question is this: if this is ruled, in other words, if the jury comes back with a verdict in favor of Depp, what implications are there for future defamation and freedom of speech cases?
Now, that is an excellent question.
I don't think there's much. I don't think that this is a precedent-setting trial. I think what's happening here is the press and everything that it's getting. You have two of them, one of the most famous people on the planet, and his wife. We're getting.
I disagree. I think this will be a precedent-setting trial because the more people, especially men, can see that they were actually getting heard and they're not, playing them just like, it doesn't count. I think more and more men will come out. So I think it will be precedented.
Case. I don't think there's going to be any type of precedent or anything of that nature being set.
Well, I want to bring you back as we still show you on screen for
Yeah, I definitely disagree with him.
the audio of Depp versus Heard arguing that Bahamas trip. That's the one that Elaine Brenderhoff mentioned in her opening statement, where she says there was a sexual assault. Amber Heard says it was sexual assault by Johnny Depp. Why don't we listen to the audio of them that was played in the courtroom?
I say when I say I'm going to try and change one thing or work on blah, 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 I can only do those things. And since I have been doing those things,
Guys, it's blurry like that in the courtroom, so that's not on my end. It sounds like that.
What things have you been doing?
working on those things, not doing certain things, trying to change less several times.
Hence, screaming when I spilled wine accidentally on you for falling asleep, and screaming in front of my kids and freaking Jack out. And that's trying.
I would appreciate. Yeah, you're right. You're right, John.
That him up, you know.
I'm sorry. Son up.
No, it weirded him out. He'd never.
I'm so sorry. I fucked kids up.
Didn't my kids up, but it was pretty. It was pretty weird for him, you know.
Because I jumped up and screamed because I wanted to go. That's amazing.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm surprised he's. So he's going for the countdown. I'm sure that's terrifying.
I don't need your
No, why can't
your clever
it's not against me again.
comebacks. No, you think you're controlling yourself.
Character.
You think you're controlling
Your
yourself.
character has become so clear, especially when you use them. It's embarrassing for you. I'm gonna walk away now because you're actually making me seem even worse. And believing me, I'm not gonna be calling you at 3 o'clock in the morning after I have an Ambien and think, oh, I'm gonna just forgive and move on. Trust me, it is gross how you're using the kids. I've done nothing but be there for them in a good way. And if you take that for granted, fine. You're right. Meet a woman who would not jump up and scream if she'd been spilled on 3 times in a row. And I hope you're happy with whoever that is, because that would be a special kind of person. No doubt.
And let me just ask you right now, let me just tell you right now, we do have a verdict in that Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial, Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp trial. It will be read at 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Our own reporters are on the scene. As a matter of fact, I'm going to actually talk.
Okay, so once again, the verdict is already in, guys. They are waiting for Amber Heard to get to the court. So I think they had the verdict early this morning. They let Amber Heard know, her and her counsel, to give her enough time to get to the court building. Johnny Depp, I think, allegedly, he's in the UK, so he's not going to be present in the courtroom, I don't believe, from last I heard. But Amber Heard, they're waiting on her to get here. That's why they scheduled it for 3.
You back there helping us out with all of your great insight. Time is 2:49 Eastern Time. We're about 11 minutes away from when the judge said the verdict would be read. We know this is a judge who keeps things on time. She sticks to schedule, so you can expect very likely sometime in the next 10 minutes that live picture is going to go up in the courtroom. The judge is going to call the jury in. She is going to ask the foreperson how did they find on the various counts here, and then we will find out whether there will be any judgments, so on and so forth. But let me set the scene for you outside the courthouse here. If we can.
All right, guys, if you just get in, hit that like button. Let's go. We are getting to this verdict together. Finesse family, talking about kind of the precedent of this. I know a lot is going around with this, and people are saying this is the Men Too movement. So hashtag Men Too instead of Me Too. This is a scene kind of outside the courtroom right now. People are lining up, waiting for the verdict. Let's see who's in the building. Hey, Titanium, hopefully you're having a great day today. Hit that like button, guys, on the way in. Everybody is getting shout out. So listen, Princessa, your pockets better be deep. Everybody, listen, guys, Princessa says she's headed to go get her a snack, and everybody's putting their call in to order from Wendy's. So you guys are hilarious. Let's see. Wally says, when Johnny Depp wins, I'm going to say hashtag men too, hashtag we need defense too. Yeah, and that's why I'm perplexed as why that guy said that. Like, he doesn't think this case is precedent. To me, that's kind of illogical and ignorant, because it is. Especially in the midst of allegedly, if she was using Amber Heard was allegedly using the Me Too movement to kind of push this more because she was mad at Johnny Depp and write that op-ed, even though allegedly she said she didn't put his name in it. You know, the whole concept of you manipulating a cause for your own purpose is a huge issue. Who is that lady looking crazy? Hold on a second.
Were able to come later in the day, snag these wristbands, which gets them access to the courtroom or the overflow room inside. I can tell you a lot of the people that I saw were not members of the media. They were just fans, spectators, interested people. There was like a mother up there with a young child going in to get a seat in the courtroom. So it's going to be a packed courtroom for sure when the verdict comes in just a few minutes. What else can I tell you out here? Well, again, Amber Heard is expected to be here. In fact, one of our producers is standing by to give us an update as to when her car arrives. It should be very soon if it hasn't already arrived, because we are getting close to 3 o'clock. The big question, is Johnny Depp going to be here? No. Anjanette Levy confirmed earlier this afternoon with Johnny Depp's team that he will not be returning from the UK. As you know, as we've been telling you, he flew out there over the weekend after closings wrapped up on Friday. He surprised fans at the Jeff Beck concert in England on Sunday night, and then did another show on Monday night, and last night in London at the Royal Albert Hall, much to fans' delights. Kate Moss was even in the audience last night.
Yeah, Johnny Depp said, I ain't got time for this. Johnny Depp said, I did what I need to do, and let me get this done. So he's not here, guys. He's overseas. Let's see. Once again, Titanium. Glad you are here. Let's see. Justice Splash says, it's a party now that you're here. Salute, Titanium. This is what I love about the Finesse fam. I'm sorry, Titanium. I'm going to take this off real quick. He says, I'm supposed to be working. Shout out to the Finesse family here, because you guys have always supported me since day one. You guys are at work. You guys are at the office, running around, getting things done, and you still jump in and join the stream. So shout out to you guys. Always going to give you guys your flowers and respect before time is permitted. So thank you guys for that. Shout out to you guys. You guys are so silly. Let's see. Yeah, Wally says, I'm going in like crazy, Titanium. Yeah, I think, like I said, it's perplexing to me why they're saying it's not a precedent, because once again, how often do you see men actually coming in, stating a case, and then suing women for the same things that a lot of women blame men for? So yeah. Let's see. Join in. I've seen men using that. Okay. Let's see. Princess says, Wally joined in. I've seen men using that. Yeah, that Men Too thing is going to be something super epic, because once again, the thing about it, you guys know, especially the Finesse fan, if you're just coming in, hit that like button. Hit the like button. It's free. And if you want to support the channel now too, we got a lot of channel members in the chat right now. Consider joining the channel right now, guys. It is less than a Happy Meal. All right, so it's very, very, very feasible to do. But once again, guys, yeah, I think this is super important, just for the simple fact that her using her emphasis, using her womanness, using all these things allegedly to get people sided with her and or try to smear his name is not justifiable, and it shouldn't be done. And she should have to pay for what she's doing if she's doing that, guys. So I think it's precedented. Let's see. Justice Splash says, her lying about what happened to her is gonna hurt her. I still got marks on switches back in the day. Yeah, and the thing is, it's really not gonna, it's gonna hurt her too, Justice Splash, but it's gonna hurt all other victims that truly do need to talk, right? Because she is using the victimhood as a strategy against him. When there are people that are going through things. And we all know that. We've had these conversations on this channel. You guys know this channel is a channel that is open for discussion. You guys know we talk about everything from here to the moon. And we always have these discussions, and we get to a call to action instead of us just talking and arguing with each other about topics and issues. We really do kind of deliberate. We really do talk about the needed issues and how we can fix them in the end, which is a call to action, instead of just a whole bunch of people on the screen arguing just to be arguing with each other. And so that is my kind of call to action for all these streams and conversations we have. Can we come to some concede in the end, and can we at least get to a resolution or understanding to move forward instead of staying on the same argumentative relationship topics? It's draining, and I don't know how it's not draining to you guys, but yeah, I definitely want to have those conversations here, guys. So let me know if there's any topic or person or kind of panel you want to have. We're going to have that here. We're going to keep moving forward. Once again, if you're just coming in, hit the like button. We are talking about waiting on the verdict for the Johnny Depp case. It's 3:00. So let's see. Hold on. Let's see.
You can't go and harass them. No one should be harassing a jury anyhow, but they're free to talk and they're free to publish.
Okay, so, and some very well might. This is a very high-profile case where there has been a lot of interest. I mean, right now, we've got about 1.5 million of you tuning into...
Titanium, I believe so, too. I think she did lose her role in Aquaman. I believe so. But the whole part of it, guys, it's just like, she was making money, too. So I don't really understand the whole paradigm unless it's like a pride thing or just me wanting to be controlled or use the victimology of a gender of a person to control people. And that's kind of the sad part about what we've seen unfold. If was watching on Friday, I tried to do like a lot of catch up or clippy things of stuff so it's not drawn out like it was the last 6 weeks. And guys, if you didn't know, this has been 6 weeks. 6 weeks of deliberation, 6 weeks of talking and people coming on the stand. And the catch-22 and the caveat of this, guys, you coming in, hit the like button. The caveat of this, guys, is really they were saying that Amber Heard, like, nobody was really coming to support her, just basically her counsel. But Johnny Depp, his family was there. He had a lot of people that were super close to him that came to support him. And that tells a lot and says a lot, right? If you don't even have family coming to support you at this case at all, nobody, not even fans, nobody was really coming in to support her. But all these people were coming to Johnny Depp. We know, like I told you guys, the court of public opinion is not a joke. The court of public opinion really does make or break things in this situation. So, like I said before, even if we didn't talk about that, that's just odd. Like, think about that, guys. Nobody came all these weeks to support Amber Heard. None of her family, nobody, right? And Johnny had these multitudes of people coming to support him. And that says a lot, guys. In court, especially if you've ever been to court, it says a lot for somebody to come support you. And the judge looks at that. If you don't know, the judge looks at it's like your reputation. So this is why when you see people, they try to bring the whole family to court, it is a good look to have people in there supporting you in the courtroom, because the judge looks at that, and the jury. The jury is like, okay, if we're looking at the reputation and the palpitude of this person, we see people that will justify and say that this is who they are, this is their truth, and I can visibly, tangibly see it. I'm more likely to side on not air, but more so understanding of who this person really is. So it's really imperative to have people come support you in court if you did not know that. Hey, Brampton Gardner, hopefully you're having a great day. Great to see you. We got Brampton out of Canada here supporting. I really appreciate that you're here, Brampton. If you did not know, we are waiting for the Johnny Heard verdict right now. It's 3:00. They're late, as they usually are. But if you didn't know, Brampton, let me kind of give a synopsis. If you're coming in, hit the like button. Guys, share this. Share this to support the channel. You guys have always supported me, so let's share this so we can kind of have the conversation and talk about this. So let me give you a synopsis of what's going on. Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard for $50 million, and this is because allegedly she wrote an op-ed in 2018 in the Washington Post alleging that she's a survivor of abuse, and she didn't say Johnny Depp's name in the article, but it alluded to that it was him. Right? And so with that defamatory article, Johnny Depp has lost a lot of leads for jobs and acting gigs. If you did not know, he is the pinnacle and the star of Pirates of the Caribbean. He's been in the Willy Wonka, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He's Alice in Wonderland. He's done super huge blockbuster movies, right? So you defaming his character chips into his wallet, right? So that is a big thing, because with defamation, you have to be able to prove that above the preponderance of evidence, right? So it means more than likely that this is true, and it has to be shown evidently, right? So yeah, super important, guys. Thank you. I'm seeing a lot of you guys, my old original Finesse fan popping up. So shout out to you guys. Thank you for being here and supporting. Hey, Friendsgiving. Hopefully you're having a great day. I'm so glad to see you here. So glad that you're free, because I know you said you're super busy last time I talked to you. So glad you're free. Okay. Let's see. Are we getting in, guys? Let's see what's going on.
Gallery reminder that this is a court of law. And regardless of the verdict, I will not tolerate any outbursts whatsoever.
Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. All right, the judge is in. We're waiting. Let's see what you guys are saying. Wally, you silly. The man set you free. Friendsgiving has been working. She's been super busy, and I definitely appreciate that she's here. Wally, you're so funny. Guys, hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Yes, she does, Brampton. She seems to be very detached. Friendsgiving sneaking in from the plantation. Hit that like button. Let's see. David said Amber still had her role in Aquaman 1, I believe. Yeah, the first one. The second Aquaman, because there's supposed to be another Aquaman, David. So if you're just getting in, we're waiting on the verdict. The judge is in. Amber Heard just walked in. Johnny Depp, he's still in he went back to the UK, guys, so he's not going to be here. But Amber's here, so we're waiting on the judge. Waiting on the judge. While you're waiting, hit the like button. While you guys are waiting too, go comment. Comment on the whole screen. I love comments. So while we're waiting, go open another screen and please go comment. So they're approaching the bench, so we're waiting on what the judge is telling the counsel. But while we're waiting, guys, a lot of you have been in many streams. Go back and comment on the streams. It helps in the YouTube algorithm since we're such a new channel. It helps. It's called impressions. So that is what I want you guys to do for homework. Go back and at least comment on 3 streams that you've seen that you forgot to comment on. Do that for your girl. I appreciate that. Let's see. That's what I'm talking about. Finesse fam, you guys are so awesome. You rock. You guys are even at work and you still support me. David Hunt says, Friendsgiving, I'm in my office with the lights off for this verdict. Brampton Gardner says, oh, I know. I've been following you so far. Oh, yeah.
All right, again, you're looking live.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what I need you to do, I need to give the forms back to you.
Why is it double echoing like that?
When you find for a defamatory statement, one or more, you need to fill out the compensatory damages. It has to be at least $1 for compensatory damages and up to whatever you feel the damages should be.
That's not on mine, guys. That's on there. I don't know what's going on with it. It just kind of cut off for a second.
Back to the
There we go.
deliberation room and do that for me, okay?
Hit the like button, guys, on the way in. We are waiting for the verdict. The judge is in. She just talked to the counsel.
All right, so we'll be in recess till we hear back from them. Don't go too far, okay?
Thank you. Where are we hearing back from? Oh my goodness. We're in recess. What is going on right now, guys? She said we're in recess. What's going on?
Well, just as we were telling you, this could
goodness.
wrap up in just about 10 minutes by 3:10, 3:15. Not so fast. There was a little sidebar going on with the attorneys in the front. Apparently, the jurors didn't fill out the damages section.
Are you serious?
The judge now sending them back to complete this special verdict form, literally like a worksheet that they need to fill out. They didn't put in the damages. Linda, what do you make of that?
Listen. All this time, you see this whole world is waiting for this case, guys. And you telling me somebody let this pass? I think this is crazy. Because, listen, guys, that verdict has to pass through a couple people before it even gets to the judge. So I'm just wondering, nobody double-checked this? They have to get on my nerves. What do you guys think about that? You guys think it's a collusion, conspiracy? Why they don't have this form filled out and we can't get this doggone verdict? Listen, I'm going to get you, Princessa. You said you got your apple pies and you ready.
She asked for, I think it was $350,000 damages. So it sounds like someone won. It could be Johnny Depp because the jury may have telegraphed it by not filling out an award for damages. But under the law, at least has to be $1.
Right. So maybe they missed that instruction and just figured, oh, we're not awarding damages, so we're going to leave it blank.
That's right. That's what it could sound like.
Now, in the very unlikely event that they
Okay, so they're alluding that somebody has won a money amount because they didn't fill out that form. So we know somebody's about to get some money today, guys, because this form is necessary and contingent to give the verdict to say somebody won money. So somebody got some money. We know that. Hey, Saquana, hopefully you're having a great day. She says, hi, all. I didn't know you don't have to be physically in the court for a verdict. Normally you do, Saquana, but if Johnny Depp already had prior things way before this actually happened and things that he had to contracts and agreements with, then depending on what the judge and counsel talking to the judge, if they make that agreement, then it's okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see what they're saying.
Docketed, it gets logged. She could discharge it in bankruptcy, assuming it's against her. We're making a lot of assumptions. Maybe it's against him and it's $1. Who knows? But the likelihood is that with a $1 verdict, the jury may just want to be sending a message for whoever wins. And again, we're assuming it's Johnny Depp, but it also could be Amber Heard because she was seeking damages. Maybe they found for her, but not giving her damages.
Titanium. He says they milking it for that $17 a day #jury. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, they do get paid a minimal amount daily. And I don't know what they're doing. They should be, I don't know. They should be tired of it. You guys are so funny. Nita says we're being punked. Wealth Talk Production says Cap. #foul play. The fixins. He said Cap. Let's see what they're talking about now.
Viewers and more are turning in. The verdict has not been read yet. Just to bring everyone up to speed, here's what happened. Right at 3 o'clock on the dot, the judge, she is very punctual. She came into the courtroom. Everyone stood up. She brought in the jury. There was a little sidebar between the attorneys up in front. They were looking and they said, oh, guys, jurors, you didn't fill out the compensatory damages. You didn't fill that part out. There's nothing here. You have to go back to the jury room and fill this out. And so the jury was sent back out to take care of that, and that's what we're waiting for at this point. Again, Amber Heard, as you can see, is there in the courtroom with her attorneys. Johnny Depp is not here. His team having told us that because of prior commitments in the UK, which we know to be shows, he's playing music with Jeff Beck. He will be watching the verdict from the UK. So who knows? Maybe he's watching our coverage. If so, Johnny, call us. We want to do an interview with you as soon as this is all over. Linda, any final predictions here as we wait for word?
Well, it's very interesting with this.
Would there be any sort of violation of rules or any ethics issues if they saw it before it was read out publicly in court?
Absolutely. Quite frankly, they have a right to see it and to tell their...
Oh, crap. I think I muted myself. I try to mute myself when they're talking. But, yeah, I don't repeat myself because I don't know if I was muted or not, guys. But anyways, like you said, Wally, you said someone should have made sure that they leave that before that they finish that before they leave. And that's true. Like I said, everything is kind of lock and key when you're doing the court case. Everything is kind of cut and dry. And normally these things get checked before they even come out. So that's why I'm like, I'm side-eyeing this. How did they not fill out what this is even proposed, which is a monetary civil case for compensation? How did they forget the biggest part of it, right? So, yeah, that's interesting to me too, Wally. Yeah, I got it, Wally. I noticed that. Because like when they're talking, I try to mute myself. Of course you would. You need the money. Exactly. Let's see. Titanium says, I hope they put the cost of the poop clean up the bit. Oh, Titanium, be quiet. Sheets and all that. Well, listen, we talking millions, Titanium. You know they got that covered, buddy. You know that's covered.
Growing. If you can hear in the audio behind me, there are helicopters circling up and above. Local news helicopters taking pictures of the crowd.
Once again, guys, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button on the way in. Make sure you guys hit the like button and share. Sharing is caring, guys. It's free to share. And right now, while we're waiting on the verdict, guys, I ask that you guys go back and at least 3 videos. Go back and comment. Let me know how you felt about the last couple of streams. If you liked it, didn't like it, what you agreed, disagreed on. I love the comments. Plus, they help since we're a new channel with impressions. Comments are super important. So go comment on as many streams as you can that you've seen here with the Finesse family, because they're super important. Plus, I love reading your comments. So that is your task here. That is your work for today, guys. Let's see.
Out because they know he's not here. Again, Amber Heard is there inside of the courtroom with her legal team. Unclear whether she'll make any kind of statement afterwards. As you can see in that picture outside the courtroom, there is a live picture. There is a podium rather set up with all the microphones. So as soon as the verdict's read and the legal teams come out and the other key players come out, we are going to be getting that reaction to you, those responses to you live. A little bit of behind the scenes info here. Our own Aunt Jeanette has just stepped outside. So she's going to join me in just a second to give me the lowdown on what's going on inside, what the timeline is here, when we could see the jury back in the courtroom. But again, if you're just joining us, we were supposed to have the verdict read right at 3 o'clock. The judge did call the jury into the room right at 3 o'clock. Johnny Depp's legal team was there. Amber Heard and her legal team were sitting in there. But they looked at the paperwork. They looked at this special jury form, and someone said, oh, the judge said, oh, you guys forgot to fill out something pretty crucial here because the damages page was left blank. And the attorneys had a little sidebar, and then the judge sent the jury back to fill in the damages. Aunt Jeanette just sat down next to me. Aunt Jeanette, tell me what's going on in there. What was the vibe? What's going on?
Well, I think the vibe was, everybody, we're told that we're not allowed to talk to anybody in there, which, we're news people, so, and we're just human beings,
right.
So that's really difficult, so we got kind of shushed. But it was interesting because it was kind of heavy. Like, Amber Heard walked in, she kind of greeted her attorneys, wearing a black dress. Her hair kind of pulled back loosely. This is different from a lot of the times we've seen her come in with the braids. I couldn't see whether she smiled or anything like that, but she came in. Obviously, we know Johnny Depp had previously scheduled concerts with Jeff Beck in London, so he's not here.
Right.
He's watching, we're told, from.
So if you guys did not know, I know that was one of the questions in the chat that I answered before. Somebody had asked us, you don't have to be there at the reading of the verdict, or especially during the trial or at the end of a case. And once again, if you already have prior engagements, guys, and you can show that to the judge and the judge signs off and agrees to that, and your counsel can prove that, yes, you don't have to show up. You can have, and that's usually what your counsel is, or the lawyer. They stand in place of you, for you. And once again, this is a civil case. This isn't a criminal. So civil cases usually deal with kind of monetary compensation. So once again, Johnny Depp, he's still in the UK. I believe he's doing like some type of band or something like that. But Amber Heard is actually here. They've had the verdict since this morning, if you didn't know. But once again, they were giving Amber Heard and her counsel time to get to the court. That's why they waited till 3 o'clock. So we were supposed to be waiting. Wow, guys, it's almost 20 minutes after 3. What basically happened is, guys, they were getting ready to read the verdict. The judge called all the counsel up, which is, and that counsel is another word for lawyers if you don't know. She called the counsel up, and the judge had found out that there was the last form to dispense the compensation for the ruling was not filled out by the jury. So with that being said, we know somebody's going to get some money because this form is the legalese. It shows somebody's going to get some money, apparently, allegedly. So that's what we're waiting for. We're still waiting for. Oops, let me unpause that. We're still waiting for the judge and them to come back, the jury to come back, right? So let's see what they're saying. All right.
I felt like everybody's just kind of sitting there. They're waiting for the big news.
Yeah. So it's like almost like, oh, false alarm. And you came back out here. Does that mean you don't think they're going to be back for a bit?
Well,
I
felt I should come out here. And sorry, I'm a little bit out of breath.
Yeah, and Antoinette has her tennis shoes on, by the way. So she is out running for you guys to get you. everything you need to know. And don't forget, it's close to 100 degrees out here.
Yeah, it's close to
thank you,
100
Anjanette.
degrees, and I swapped the the sandals for the Brooks sneakers. So, but I ran out of there as everybody else did. Got on the elevator, came out. They obviously have set things up much differently now at the press conference area, and they've put up the I forget what you call them, not barricades, but the little. They've set it up so that the attorneys can walk out in a civilized manner and not be swarmed by people.
Right.
Because
There's barricades because they don't want people rushing them, and those barricades have been set up since yesterday in anticipation.
But this looks like almost like a red carpet or something. This is different than the barricades. This is like in front of the courthouse doors, and it's those things where you can kind of unhook the thing, the little ribbon thing, and you can unhook it. And they have those, and there are fans on both sides. So there are Depp supporters, it appears, on both sides.
Right,
of
and
that.
we're showing our viewers that picture outside the courthouse right now. So, and by the way, I just want to say to everyone who's tuned in right now, we've got 2.7 million people watching us on YouTube. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Feel free.
Okay, let me update it, Friendsgiving. Let's see.
Question. The statement was made or published
Thank you,
by
Friendsgiving.
Ms. Heard. Answer, yes. Question. The statement was about Mr. Depp. Answer, yes. Question. The statement was false. Answer, yes. Question. The statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp. Answer, yes. Question. The defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard. Answer, yes. Question. Due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp. Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven, by clear and convincing evidence, that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. 2. As to the statement appearing in the op-ed entitled "A Transformative Moment for Women" in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change. In the Washington Post online edition. Quote, then 2 years ago, I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes.
Okay.
Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. 3. As to the statement appearing in the op-ed entitled "A Transformative Moment for Women" in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change. In the Washington Post online edition. Quote, I had the rare vantage point of seeing in real time how institutions protect men accused of abuse, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of this statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. As against Amber Heard, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $10 million.
Oh, okay, not 50.
As against Amber Heard, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $5 million.
Dang.
In civil case number CL 2019-2911, Ms. Heard's claim against Mr. Depp. 1. As to this statement, appearing in the April 8, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, Amber Heard and her friends in the media use fake sexual violence allegations as both a sword and shield, depending on their needs.
Sword and shield.
They have selected some of her sexual violence hoax facts as the sword, inflicting them on the public and Mr. Depp. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, no. 2. As to this statement, appearing in the April 27, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, quite simply, this was an ambush, a hoax. They set Mr. Depp up by calling the cops, but the first attempt did not do the trick. The officers came to the penthouses, thoroughly searched and interviewed, and left after seeing no damage to face or property. So Amber and her friends spilled a little wine and roughed the place up, got their story straight under the direction of a lawyer and publicist, and then placed a second call to 911, end quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Ms. Heard proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, Mr. Waldman, while acting as an agent for Mr. Depp, made or published the statement? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was seen by someone other than Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven by clear and convincing evidence that the statement by Mr. Waldman was made with actual malice? Answer, yes. 3. As to this statement, appearing in the April 27, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, we've reached the beginning of the end of Ms. Heard's abuse hoax against Johnny Depp, end quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, no. As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $2 million. As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $0.
Does either side wish to have the jury polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Jamie?
Members of the jury, if this is your verdict, please answer yes. If this is not your verdict, please answer no. Juror number 6. Yes. Juror number 10. Yes. Juror number 15.
Yes.
Juror number 16.
Yes.
Juror number 22.
Yes.
Juror number 27.
Yes.
Juror number 29.
Yes.
All right. I do find that the jury's verdict is unanimous. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your service in this case. I want to thank you again for your dedication and your hard work during this trial. And I know I speak for everybody here when I appreciate tell you that we appreciate your sacrifices and your time and your public service in this matter, okay? So I'm going to have you go back to the jury deliberation room for one more time, and then we'll release you from there, okay? All right, thank you. All right. Okay. In accordance with law, I will amend the punitive damages award to the statutory cap of $350,000 on Mr. Depp's award, okay? I will set this down for entry of an order, and can we do it on June 24th at 10 a.m. if that's available? All right,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Chu, if you could prepare that order and then circulate it to Ms. Bretterhoff, and we can have all the objections noted on it. All right?
We'll do that, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right, and if I get it before that date, I'll take it off the docket, okay? All right, again, thank you to all the attorneys for your professionalism, and you're welcome to come to my courtroom anytime. Well, give me a few weeks, but then you can come anytime, okay? All right,
Thank you, Your Honor.
court is adjourned.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Okay, I was trying to see if the judge was going to talk some more. Oh, thank you for the like on Facebook. It looks like some Facebook people are in here too. Yeah, I was in and out of it. I think roughly that much, Titanium. I think roughly that much. I wasn't really paying attention to the amounts. I was just seeing if they were agreeing to it or not. But I think, to be honest, guys, I think Johnny knew. I think Johnny actually knew that he was more than likely to win this, right? She says in the car, indeed. They said she's gonna be in the car crying. Yeah, because if you listen to even the amount she made on that on the Aquaman movie, and they basically, you know, they said it in court. Her counsel was saying the first Aquaman movie, I believe she made roughly $1 million or something like that, and I think she was supposed to be making about $2 million on the new Aquaman movie, or the one that was supposed to come out. So yeah, roughly I think it's about 10 to 12 million. That's a big ticket in anybody's pocket, let alone hers, right? So, you know, once again, we got the Men Too movement going. I mean, once again, like I said, the fact that she actually, she created this whole scene, you know, and then used that movement as a speargate to move herself forward. It's deplorable, super deplorable. Oh man, they got out that courtroom quick, didn't they, guys? Good grief, they ran out of the courtroom super quick. They cleared that courtroom super quick.
Outside the courtroom, where you can see these fans, as I said, every time a judgment was read in favor of Johnny Depp, a huge crowd, cheers, went up here. The crowd cheering, Johnny, Johnny. Clearly,
guys, go ahead and hit the like button on the weigh-in verdict for Johnny. It looks like roughly a little bit over $10 million. But we'll see what they're saying when they come out.
I imagine they are going to be here waiting for Johnny Depp's legal team to come out. As I was talking about just a few minutes ago with Anjanette, the lawyers themselves have basically earned celebrity status during the course of this trial. The judge sending the jurors back into the jury room one more time before they are dismissed. Linda, do you think we're going to hear anything from Amber Heard?
Well, she came to the courthouse, so I assume that she will give a press conference. So they'll say they're going to appeal the verdict. They'll say that she was vindicated. Remember, this case has a lot of spin going on with it. But she's going to be asked the question is, how do you feel about the jury not believing your claims against Johnny Depp that he is he was the abuser? It turns out he was the victim, and she's not going to be happy with that question. I don't think there's an answer she can give that can spin that.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think there's no question we're going to hear from her legal team. Maybe they'll take some questions. My guess is if she were to come out, and that's a big if because this is a pro-Johnny Depp crowd out here, if she were to come out, maybe she would make a brief prepared statement and then be like immediately ushered into a car by security. I don't think she's going to be doing any kind of press conference, answering any major questions right now. Depp's team, on the other hand, I expect they will be. Again, for those who are just tuning in, the verdicts, I should say, not the verdict, but the verdicts are in, and Johnny Depp, the clear winner here, the jury determining that Amber Heard did defame him on all 3 counts that were being considered in her 2018 Washington Post op-ed. And joining us now is the one, the only, Dan Abrams, the founder of the Law and Crime Network, with us. Dan, give me your reaction.
Well, first of all, we have to say, wow. I mean, I'm sitting in a car watching this live stream, just like 3 million plus others have been on the Law and Crime Network. And the fact that Johnny Depp won on all 3 of the counts is pretty amazing. Remember, this is a case where he sued a publication in London where the standard is harder to win. And a judge came back and said, no, he believed that Johnny Depp was a, quote, wife beater on 12 of 14 counts. Now you have a jury here of 7 people, 5 men and 2 women, coming back and saying that Johnny Depp was defamed on all 3 of the counts. I mean, this, I think, is a real surprise to a lot of people. Now,
to me, I don't think it's a surprise. I mean, she was guilty. And you could hear it even listening to the tapes, guys. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to hear kind of how she was talking to him. How it was like kind of like she was grooming and luring him when she knows that he was, under the influence and or in a manner or way that just disfavored him. So I'm not shocked.
Issue the jurors had with the statement made by the lawyer for Johnny Depp was about the fact that she got together with her friends, effectively conspiring. So maybe they didn't believe that aspect of it. But it seems to me that the takeaway from this case is these jurors believed Johnny Depp and they didn't believe Amber Heard. I don't think there is any other way to interpret all of these verdicts together.
Yeah, and Dan, I think that's a really good point because the statement in which the jurors found for Amber Heard was a longer one that Adam Waldman made, in which he said, talking about Amber and her friends setting Johnny Depp up, and to your point saying, yeah, so Amber and her friends spilled a little wine, they roughed up the place, got their story straight under the direction of a lawyer and publicist, then placed a second call to 911. So perhaps the jurors didn't believe that whole sort of collaboration, right, conspiring happened. Would you say that, and this is not a total loss for Amber Heard, though?
I think it's a total loss for Amber Heard.
What does she mean? Is that a total loss? That's over $10 million. Even if they agreed to the collusion that wasn't true, that she did that with her cronies or her friends, still she's out the pocket. Yeah, that was a total loss for her. And the fact that she literally defamed with purpose, like literally it was a pride thing, a glorification of her own self for the reason she did it was to make herself look and feel better. Come on now.
3 of the counts with regard to her countersuit either. I mean, if basically the jurors had come back and said he wins on all counts and she wins on all counts, then I'd have a different answer for you. But because they said he wins on all counts but she just wins on this one issue, it seems to me that I don't see how those jurors believe on questions 2 and 3 with regard to Johnny Depp, not just the sexual violence claim, but the rest of it. I don't see how those jurors come back and say that he was defamed and that there was any sort of equivalency here. If he was defamed by that statement and Amber Heard did not win on those countersuits with regard to calling it a hoax, etc., these jurors clearly believed Johnny Depp and didn't believe Amber Heard.
No, they didn't believe her from the jump. I mean, even just looking at her expressions in the court, it looked like she was kind of fidgety. And I told you guys, one of the key things, especially when you're studying criminal justice, even getting into criminology and investigating, is body language. It is super key, and it's very evident to study body language. Hey, OG Patrice, hopefully you're having a great day. She says, greeting, salutations. What is up, Finesse family? Thank you for being here, OG Patrice. Once again, guys, I did drop the link. I'll give you guys time if you want to come up and talk about this while we're on. come on up, hit that link. But yeah, guys, if you did not know, verdict is in. Hit the like button too, guys. I see you guys are coming in. Once again, also too, if you've been in the streams, you've watched, especially some original Finesse fam, guys, go back and comment on all the streams that you've watched and forgot to comment on. It does great in the algorithm. It's called impressions, and it helps our channel grow and the Finesse family grow. So once again, guys, the verdict is in. Johnny Depp, verdict is for him. Looks like in compensation, he's got about a little bit over $10 million he's won in this case. He didn't get the whole $50 million, but he got $10 million for the defamation with Amber Heard in the case. She got nothing on her counterclaim, and we're just kind of deliberating now and talking about what the different lawyers and people are saying now, and then we'll have a discussion about it. Let's see.
Reduce damages, right? In any appeal, the first thing you want to do, in addition to trying a new trial, get it thrown out, is to try to reduce the damages and say that the jury made mistakes in how it assessed damages. I think that's her most likely chance of success here. But, you know, that's not going to be the win for her. I mean, this to me is just, it's basically an all-out win for Johnny Depp. And I do think that this gets him exactly what he wanted here, which is, I don't think he cares about the money, whether he ends up getting the money. She probably doesn't have that kind of money. This is vindication.
I don't think he cares about the
for
money.
Johnny Depp.
I don't think he cares.
A jury has said that he was defamed by these comments. And that means that these jurors believe that he was not a domestic abuser. And I think that allows him to get back his career in many ways. You could argue there were other reasons he'd lost much of his career, but this is a massive win for Johnny Depp, and I don't think it can be underestimated to characterize it that way.
Yeah, I mean, Dan, you touched on the damages, and let me remind our viewers again that the jury awarded Johnny Depp $15 million in damages, and they awarded Amber Heard $2 million for finding that one of the statements made by Johnny Depp's lawyer.
Okay, so once again, the total amount was $15 million, and then on one of her counterclaims, she got $2 million. So net will be about $13 million, right? Let's see.
Okay, she doesn't have the $15 million for damages.
Well, we'll see. You know, look, there's going to be a lot of appeals. We're a long way from the final judgment being issued in this case, and Johnny Depp pursuing the damages against her. Well, let's see what happens there before we say that Amber Heard is going to have to declare bankruptcy. Which is potentially something that could happen in the end if she owed this kind of money and simply can't pay it. She could also try and raise money through donations, etc., from other people based on the reaction to this trial. I'm not sure that would be.
Did you guys hear what this man said? He said she can raise money through donations. She can raise money through donations, guys. Donations in other ways. Come on now. Do you guys really believe people would donate to this woman? Do you guys really think that people would donate to this lady? Talking about she don't have the money. It's not funny, but it is. Like, really, dude? Or is that really kind of her fragility too? Because she is somebody that still looks as a victim. You telling me people would help her pay this so she could get on there and raise money and still look like the winner in this by raising money because of this kind of I'm the victim type of character? No. I think that would really go back on what we're trying to prove with this case with the hashtag #MenToo and her using her ideals as a woman to defame this man and get over on him. No, what the heck? What the shaggy is going on, guys?
That's really more from my perspective of PR issue than it is a legal question. And the dollars, okay, but that didn't happen.
I think.
And so.
Okay, you're back.
So he's freezing, guys. So that's on his end. That's not my end. He's kind of freezing.
Dan, can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Yeah, I
brought
got
up
you, I
really
got
it's more
you.
of a PR
Yep. Sorry, I'm gonna
question,
move
and
it
so
forward.
no, that's okay. We get it. Lots going on. Listen, so you said, yeah, that's a PR question about Depp not being here. So I have another PR question for you because you watch so many of these high-profile trials, and yes, this is not a criminal trial, but we've seen a lot of high-profile.
Yeah, once again, guys, this is a civil trial. So civil's mostly about kind of money. Yeah, exactly, just a splash. Watch how quickly his friends and job offers come back. It's just business, right? Exactly. But I told you guys, the court of public opinion is stronger and more obtuse than the court of law, because once again, once you make a defaming note or word against somebody, it sticks in people's minds. And even if it's not right, guess what happens is people never forget what is said, and they connect it to that person, and it takes years sometimes for people to let things go. So yeah, defamation is a serious thing, guys, because it stays in the minds and hearts of the public.
Whenever to give her statement, I don't think she wants the sound bites of her, talking about how upset she is, about the disappointed she is, and people yelling at her and jeering at her. But I'd expect that both sides' lawyers would make themselves available to the media right there after the case. And of course, the most interesting part is going to be talking to the jurors, if and when they'll talk.
Yeah.
And they're the ones I'm most interested in talking to. Yeah.
Absolutely. Dan, thank you so much for dialing in and sharing.
Guys, how soon do you think the jurors will talk? What do you guys think? You think they're going to come out and talk soon, or you think they're just going to...
Trying to find it right now, Stacey, so just give me 1 second here. Hold on 1 second. Live TV, a lot going on. Okay, I need the statement. I will read it to you, but I need the statement. But while I'm waiting for that, if our producers can put it here, okay? All right, let me read it right now. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go, all right? And by the way, I love Dan commenting on our favorite witness by giving his report from his car. Alejandro, I'm changing my Zoom background. But here's Johnny Depp by his spokesperson. 6 years ago, my life, the life of my children, the lives of those closest to me, and also the lives of the people who for many, many years have supported and believed in me were forever changed, all in the blink of an eye. False, very serious and criminal allegations were levied at me by the media, which triggered an endless barrage of hateful content, although no charges were ever brought against me. It had already traveled around the world twice within a nanosecond, and it had a seismic impact on the life and my career. And 6 years later, the jury gave back my life. I am truly humbled. My decision to pursue this case, knowing very well the height of the legal hurdles that I would be facing and the inevitable worldwide spectacle into my life, was only made after considerable thought. From the very beginning, the goal of bringing this case was to reveal the truth regardless of the outcome. Speaking the truth was something that I owe to my children and to those who have remained steadfast in their support of me. I feel at peace knowing that I have finally accomplished that. I am and have been overwhelmed by the outpouring of love and the colossal support and kindness from around the world. I hope that my quest to have the truth be told will have helped others, men or women, who have found themselves in my situation, and that those supporting them never give up. I also hope that the position will now return to the innocent until proven guilty, both within the courts and the media. I wish to acknowledge the noble work of the judge, the jurors, the court staff, and the sheriffs who have sacrificed their own time to get to this point, and to my diligent and unwavering legal team who did an extraordinary job in helping me share the truth. The best is yet to come, and a new chapter has finally begun. Veritas numquat perit, truth never perishes. That's from Johnny Depp. That's the statement. Stacey,
So he knows.
I know that you are sitting out there with Ann Jeanette. We have...
So that was Johnny's statement. So Johnny knew. He probably wrote that a week ago. He knew what was going to happen and transpire. So I'm glad he got vindicated.
To that... Stacey, what is going back to you, your reaction to all that? Johnny Depp's statement, very long,
my
very well
reaction
thought.
to you, my reaction to you is Amber Heard's statement, which we just have in to us right now.
Okay,
Let me
this
read
is
that.
Amber Heard's
The disappointment
statement.
I feel today is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence still was not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband. I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously. She goes on to say, I believe Johnny's attorney succeeded in getting the jury to overlook the key issue of freedom of speech and ignore evidence that was so conclusive that he won in the UK. I'm sad I lost this case, but I am sadder still that I seem to have lost a right that I thought I had as an American to speak freely and openly. Again, that's a statement from Amber Heard sent to us by her publicist, where she says, I'm sad I lost this case. So even though the jurors did find.
So what do you guys think about what Amber said? Well, she laid that one on for that one.
Lost for her, and Linda, when she says, this is an affront to freedom of speech, what's your take on that?
It's not. The problem is that we said this is a very important case for freedom of speech when we started covering it here at the Law and Crime Network. But it's also important that those don't abuse it. People do not abuse the freedom of speech. They don't defame others, especially calling someone who may have been the victim, or now the jury says is the victim, the abuser, and changing his life and the life of his family and children forever. So you have freedom of speech, yes.
I mean, guys, that's obvious. The fact that she kind of took it and spent it and still kind of ran with kind of a victim ideology with it is sad, right? Even in the end, she's still using kind of like that prowess to bring people in, to side with her. It just kind of shows the mindset of people when they really don't want to concede and that pride takes over their minds. They don't really want to even let go, even when they know that they've been proven wrong and they know they're wrong. They still want to hold on to that kind of control aspect. They want to that mindset of somebody, a narcissist pretty much, wants to control the situation. They want to be able to contest in a sense of they want to be able to drive the opinion of men. And even with her saying it, to me, what I heard, it was more so the wording and how she said what she said. The wording was very specific, and I don't know if you were really listening when she gave her statement, but how she kind of she erred toward the side of a victim, and she tried to still connect herself with victims and make it seem as if victims will not get a say, and that's horrible territory to tread on, to say that a victim won't get heard, and you can scare victims in the future by doing that. So she shouldn't have did that. The way she said that was very leading, and she was treading on thin water saying that, because now there might be victims that you will scare away because you said that. So let's see what they're saying. Oops, I didn't mean. Let me update this real quick, guys, to see what they're saying.
He believed, I'm pretty sure he said, I believe the jury will be back today and they will give him $14 million. When they said the 10 and 5, I literally looked back and he just smiled at me. I was like, how did you know? So he needs to come over here and give us an exclusive because he said that to me this morning whenever we were here at 7 a.m.
So, and Jeanette, I believe our camera's up now showing you guys front of the courthouse. You've been talking to these lawyers throughout the process. You expect
as much as we can.
As much as you can.
I mean,
right.
they were not
you've introduced yourself.
Yes.
You've
Correct.
not been getting inside details or anything that you shouldn't be.
Right.
But you've spoken to them enough.
I'm a very chatty.
All right, guys. So once again, if you did not hear, the verdict was in. Johnny Depp pretty much sided with him. I believe roughly he netted, I believe, about 13 million, a little bit over 10 million, about 13 million. It was 15 million that went to him originally, and then Amber Heard on one of the counts, she got, I believe, about 2 million. So it netted Johnny Depp, like I said, over 10 million. I think about 13 million. And so that's what happened in the case. We just heard Johnny Depp's statement, Amber Heard's statement. And also, interestingly enough, they can also go back and contest the case, right? So there's a lot that is going on as far as that. They can always go back and contest it. So once again, that is the case. If you guys had any questions, ask me. If you wanted to talk about it, come up. Otherwise, once again, I'll preface it again, summarize the case again. Very, very interesting to me, this case. Even though the man that came on earlier had said he didn't think this was going to be a precedented case, it is a precedented case. Number one, for the simple fact of this is a big public figure, and this is a case where a man is suing a woman for defamation, and also proclaiming that he's also proclaiming that he was abused in this case, right? So a lot of the hashtags are going around that are hashtag men too. Once again, this case started around, the ideal of this started around 2018 when Amber Heard did an op-ed in the Washington Post talking about she was a survivor of abuse. And it alleged that Johnny Depp was the one that abused her, right? Let's see what they're saying. Okay, I don't hear anything. I thought they were saying something. He alleged that she alleged he abused her, and then from that case, Johnny Depp is saying his whole the finances, his jobs that are coming, all these things were as far as monetary compensation, they were taken away from him. Let's see if they're going to come out and talk. Hold on, guys. These are the lawyers.
Oh, they're taking their real live victory lap in real time.
They're going to talk to anybody.
I'm going to go to the podium.
Let's see if they're going to talk. Okay, let's listen and see what they're going to say, and then make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Let's get over 20 likes now.
Here they are approaching the podium. Ben Chu, Camille Vasquez, the rest of the Johnny Depp legal team.
Okay, so this is Johnny Depp's legal team. We'll see what they have to say. Make sure if you guys are watching, hit the like button on the way in, and we'll see what the legal team has to say. All right, let's see.
Hi, everyone.
Here we go.
Today's verdict confirms what we have said from the beginning, that the claims against Johnny Depp are defamatory and unsupported by any evidence. We are grateful, so grateful to the jury for their careful deliberation, to the judge and the court staff who have devoted an enormous amount of time and resources towards this case.
Our judicial system is predicated on each person's right to have his or her case heard, and we were honored, truly honored, to assist Mr. Depp in ensuring that his case was fairly considered throughout the trial. We are also most pleased that the trial has resonated for so many people in the public who value truth and justice. Now that the jury has reached its conclusive verdict, it's time to turn the page and look to the future. Thank you all so much, and thanks to the jury.
Thank you so much.
Vasquez, have you spoken to Johnny? How is he feeling? How's Johnny feeling?
Will Johnny and Amber ever speak to each other again?
Vasquez, is this the end of the matter?
Yeah, I don't even know why somebody asked them that question. Will Johnny and Amber ever speak to each other again? Yeah, when they try to get this money situation together. So once again, guys, Finesse family, you heard it live. We talked about the Johnny Depp case. We watched it before, the preliminary of it. We overviewed it. I broke it down to you. What happened? What are the kind of the key bullet points of the case? Basically, once again, Johnny Depp is a winner in this verdict. He wins with $15 million in a defamation case, but Amber Heard, her counterclaim, she won one of the attempts in the counterclaim for $2 million, so he's netting roughly $13 million in this case. Amber Heard will have to pay. All right, so once again, guys, there it is, the case. Finally, it's over. 6 weeks of all this. And you've got your karma justice today from Mrs. B Finesse, guys. Make sure on the way out, you guys are hitting that like button on the way out. Make sure you guys are supporting the channel. Shout out to the channel members here in the chat. Thank you guys, Princessa, David Hunt, all the channel members that came through. Thank you guys for that. Thank you guys for the shout outs, the monetary support, the likes, all that, guys. It's much appreciated. Consider joining the channel if you haven't. And also too, guys, make sure you go back and comment on this stream, comment on old streams, get the comments up. Your goal is at least 3 to 5. You guys remember that, the 3 to 5? Make sure you guys do that. It's much appreciated. I love reading the comments. And that's it for today, guys. Have a blessed day, and shout out to the Finesse family as always, supporting. We're hitting our 1,000, on our way to 1 million. You guys always know I so much appreciate you guys. You guys are always supporting, and we're gonna make it there, guys. Also too, I'm gonna do another panel talk, guys. So I want you guys to actually come up and discuss it. I want to talk about families and addictions. If you guys didn't know, Master P's daughter has passed away, and I definitely want to have kind of the group discussion of do we even talk about this in our families and how we help our family members with these things. So, you know, Master P actually openly said it about that his daughter was going through these things. So it's super, super important. And I definitely want you guys to come up tomorrow and talk about this. If you've been through it, if you've seen it, you need to have these talks, guys. These are the talks that we need to have. So once again, let's see. I wonder why my thing isn't coming up. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, wow. Thank you, Friendsgiving. Thank you for the super chat. Super chat right on at the end. I appreciate that. That support, Friendsgiving. No comment, no anything, just the love and support. As always, Friendsgiving, you've always supported me from day one on the channel. Here, there, you're here. I don't see you for how long you come back. You always support me, and you support the vision, and you keep me uplifted in your wonderful words. So thank you, Friendsgiving, for that support. If you guys are just coming in, hit that like button. If you're just coming in, Johnny Depp has won $15 million against Amber Heard in this defamation case. Amber Heard, she wins $2 million. She won one of her counts. But actually, if you net that together, Johnny Depp is the one that won the precipice of the case. This case is super important if you didn't know, because of the precedent it is setting with that Me Too movement, which is basically, you know, women sticking up for what men are doing. But now the hashtag Men Too, hashtag MENTOO, Men Too, not Me Too, is the prevalent thing that is going on now, because now we see with this precedent case, men can speak up and they can win these cases of defamation. So this was super, super, super important. This case was profound. And to me, this is good. This case is going to open up this discussion that we have as far as men and women, and getting to a conclusion, instead of women blaming men and saying men aren't enough, and then men blaming women and saying women don't do what they're supposed to do and they're not enough. It's really equality. All of us are not doing enough, and we're not doing enough to have the conversation to get to ahead, to go forward for progress. And that is what I don't see in these YouTube streams, and that is the conversations that I want to have, because I want us to move forward and stop that bickering that gets nowhere. And I know we can do it. I have faith in that, and I know you guys have faith in it too. So we're going to help engage these conversations, and I appreciate you guys as always. And thank you, Friendsgiving, for that super chat and support. It's much appreciated. And it is very encouraging when I see that support with the super chats and the channel members and the likes and the comments, and you guys sending me messages through all the social medias telling me how much a stream has helped you. A stream was made you think, and a lot of you guys' perspective have been changed because you've gotten understanding for the conversations that we have. So shout out to you guys. Always shout out to the Finesse family, guys. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button if you haven't. The support is just awesome, and I always, you guys know this, almost every stream, if you're new to the Finesse family, let me let you guys know if you're new here. Bonjour, hola, good day to you. If you're new, I am Mrs. B. Finesse of millennialfinessemindset.com, and I use my background in psychology and criminal justice to help teach and educate you guys on how to have a mindful mindset. And mindful mindset, really, guys, is just the idea of getting understanding from talking and understanding like the precipice of why somebody does what they do. Not to say you agree with it, but just to understand why they do what they do so you can have an articulate conversation to go forward, right? And then the finesse family mindset, and finesse is an acronym. It stands for faithfully innovating, inspiring, being naturally effective, and seeking success every day. That is my goal daily with my family, and I hope that is something that you guys can use to move forward to help you and your families in your life. Always focus on that finesse mindset to do it faithfully, inspire, innovate, be naturally effective. That means just be yourself. Who cares if they don't like it? Who cares if they have a problem with it? As long as you're being the honor that you are to yourself, be yourself, and then seek success every day. It can be something little. As long as it's your ideal of success, you seek that and you keep moving forward, guys. Friendsgiving says, everyone have a great day. Make sure you, hit that like button. Make sure, on the way out, right? Let's see. We'll Talk Productions. He says, great day for the brother man. Time for me to take a cool shower because it's blazing out here. Yeah, where they're at, guys, they said it's 100 degrees. Yes. She Stole My Thunder. She says, hey, everyone. Hey, She Stole My Thunder. Thank you for being here. And another channel member. The channel members are heavy in today, guys. Thank you so much, channel members, for coming through, showing your support. Big Bad Bull, supporter from day one. He is a channel member too, so consider joining the channel, guys, if you're watching. He says, finesse, faithfully innovating, naturally effective, and seeking success every day. That's what we do here, guys. Let's get it. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Friendsgiving, for that super chat. I appreciate you so much for that. Thank you guys for always supporting. Like I said, you guys know I give you guys accolades. I don't bite my tongue on my supporters and my finesse family. And I always want to tell you guys how much I appreciate you guys, how much that you guys support me. The love is there. It's extreme. I love that you guys are so loyal. And once again, yes, guys, Big Bad Bull is saying, go green, become a loyal finesse family channel member. Yes, guys, very, very, very much accessible to everybody. I didn't set the bar super high. The bar's always set high. I didn't set the price super high because I wanted everybody to be able to join and support if you wanted to. He says, become a loyal finesse family channel member and receive access to exclusive content and perks. Yes, there's some streams, guys, that I only put it on members only. So yeah, guys, and there's a lot of encouraging content in there, guys, with videos and posts and all kind of things to encourage you guys. So yes, go ahead and do that, guys. I appreciate it. So once again, guys, as always, we hit it. We got through. We didn't spend 6 weeks lingering on it. We hit it in a nutshell. Amber Heard, Johnny Depp case. Johnny Depp wins $15 million in the case. Vindication for all the men that are going through the wire with women using that fragility issue against them, and just not being honest. And so once again, I predict, guys, there's going to be a lot more cases moving forward with this, guys. I predict there's going to be a lot more cases moving forward with this, and I do think this is a precedent set, right? So once again, guys, always appreciate you guys. You guys are so awesome. I love the support, and as always, we're going to do it again tomorrow, guys. So be here. 1 o'clock? 1 o'clock? Yes, 1 o'clock tomorrow. We're going to have that discussion about, addiction and family and how we can do better with helping each other when we see these in our family members and friends. All right, guys? So once again, share the content, share on your social media platforms. And my call to action for you guys, please go back and comment on 3 to 5 right now of the old streams that you've seen and watched, and let me know what you agree, disagree with, what you like, what was interesting, and let us